Hey, listen, I have to ask you this. This came from your blog, and of course, Clinton does blog on salinapost.com, and you blog mostly about style.
Yeah.
For the most part,
For the most
and
part.
arts, some of your other interests. But everyone has a freak flag. Don't you let yours fly. I don't know what that is. What's a freak
Actually,
flag?
I got it because one of my favorite movies, what is it, The Family Stone. And I don't know if you've ever seen, but Sarah Jessica Parker plays this like really kind of uptight character, and she's meeting her fiance's family, who's like really like hippie-ish, not so far, but like they are just very open. They talk about everything. Everyone's in everyone's business, and she's not used to that. And she's trying to be like the proper girlfriend, so they'll like her. But little does she know that's like working completely against her. But she has this moment where she's like talking to her fiance's brother, and he's like, "You just need to relax." He's like, "You're trying to keep that lid on the jar too tight." He's like, "Just let your freak flag fly. You clearly have it. You're not."
Your freak flag.
Yeah. And so I was just like, why are we so afraid to like for people to look at us like that's weird? Like.
Yeah, to be who we are.
Yeah, basically.
And to feel free to, because people probably might look at you in this community like that because you're your own person.
Yeah, I have.
Don't you think?
I have I have a filter, but sometimes.
Okay.
I don't use
You
it.
have a Salina filter.
I have yes, that's exactly what it is. A Salina filter.
I hate to hear that.
I try
but
to. You kind of have to if you.
I understand
just
that.
to get through.
Get a job.
Yeah,
get a job. All that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have that filter that you actually even consciously so.
Consciously.
Now you are dressed fabulously today.
Thank you.
I mean, your style is just phenomenal. You've got these beat up. What'd you call your boots?
No, this is the combat boots.
They're combat boots with the whole toe beat up, black.
Vintage and Lawrence.
Vintage Lawrence. Your slim jacket, your slim jeans. Your jewelry. All of that. So, what are you today? Are you editing? Or are you the real man?
No, this is it today. Yeah,
You're it today.
This is probably like my go-to.
I'm so glad you came to see us in the real you going.
No, I couldn't not. Like, especially now that I'm getting older, it's like, why even? I'm getting more or less like, why even bother?
Yeah, just be who you are.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it was funny too when I was looking at your website or your blogs where it talked about some of the fashion faux pas you see in Salina.
Yeah.
And seriously, I have the girl in the undersized tank top, pajama pants, house slippers, ratty house.
All the time.
With this town?
I bet if you try.
Do you see that in other towns? Do you see that in Lawrence? Or other places
living in Lawrence, it's usually not like the pajama pants. It'll be like a workout outfit because lots more people are like.
You're right.
Like it's different if you're kind of running errands in a workout outfit.
Yeah.
But the pajama pants with the house shoes.
Oh gosh.
I bet if you like paid attention, you would see that a few times a day. If you're like out doing stuff, it happens so often. And I'm like,
I know.
Why? Really, you couldn't put on a pair of jeans and like some flats? Keep the t-shirt? No.
Why do we allow that?
Why
isn't there like a city ordinance against that? I mean, that's what I'm going
we
for.
We like have an actual fashion police, like walk around.
Fashion police. We could do a man on the street with you sometime. And you'll be our fashion police.
I'm like, hey, you, get over here.
You'll be our fashion police. And it was kind of, I don't know, that was kind of funny how you talk about the fashion police because, we are looking at doing some man on the street. Wouldn't that be hilarious to kind of run into some of these people?
I always get nervous because I'm like, I don't want to go up to somebody and be like, hey, well, you're wearing.
You look terrible.
It's not good. Hey, let us help you out. Because sometimes the thing is just people are a little clueless.
Well, they're clueless, but, and I have to say, I haven't gone in pajama pants and house slippers, but I have gone out in the workout gear.
I think you can't just be gorgeous and hot all the time. But more often than not, you see it a little too often with some people.
Well, I have to ask you about this before we go to our first break here, and that is, since you're a reality show guy and you know the housewives, what's going on with all of the gay men on those shows is there a trend with gay men wearing high heels and handbags? The Atlanta ones are...
The Atlanta ones are like the most insane. Actually, because what is it? The one guy that does Kim's... Wait, is there
Zolciak's hair.
The guy that...
her hair guy.
He's like a super huge hairdresser, and like I've heard of him.
Is he a big name?
Yeah, he kind of is, I guess you'd say. But he's good at what he does, so... I think it's just, again, with the freak flag, like, just why not? Like, who's going to tell you what you can and can't wear?
No.
Like, just... Some things, like, I don't always shop in just the men's department. I'm like, I see that shirt over there.
Exactly.
You will never be able to tell that it was a female shirt. why not?
Women been doing that for years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and that's what's so funny.
sure.
Is like women are like, yeah,
For
this is my boyfriend's shirt, and like nobody
Yeah.
ever thinks twice
Yeah.
about it. I'm like, if you can't tell, then
Right.
I'm gonna wear it anyway.
But you know, I hear that's happening in Lawrence. I hear there's a couple of guys, that are adopting that fashion
Good.
style. So
Do
there
it.
you have it. There you have it. You're gonna have to get your old heels out. You'll have to go back to the theater. So, well, we're having too much fun here, but we do have to go to a break. We want you to go ahead and go on to joanjerkovich.com because you're going to see the video of this whole thing where we're even having our little talks and stuff between breaks. We're going to be back with Clinton Von Clarkson with some more of our local flavor. Cool. And then we just kind of try to do that so we don't have to do a ton of editing.
Yeah.
That really kind of
Oh
helps
my
us
God,
out.
I did not realize you watched so much reality television. I never would have known. I never would have guessed you for a reality person.
Whenever I'm just staying
Yeah.
recording, so whenever you're ready.
We're ready just to jump back in, but I'm going to do another
Good.
stop on my watch, so that helps me too.
Good, we
But
have a double.
you doing right here,
Yeah,
that
that
really helped me
It just
too.
occurred to me, it's like, yeah, that's where I want to. Because I normally I just do this, but I don't want my hands flying on
Yeah.
the
You're
video.
just like,
If people are
Stick
watching,
those
Take a
boots
shadow.
up there. Get a good view of your boots. Look at those. All right, we love it. We love it. How
Those
come
are
I
the
can't figure
best.
this out?
Mhm. They're just now getting the making of like now they're going too
Okay.
far into like the broken down stage.
No.
So now I'm gonna
Not
have to not yet. They're going, but they're on their way there. So now I have to go find another pair because
Keep 'em
I
though.
love them.
wear them once every so
I don't like have to think about when I'm walking in the snow or puddles. Like I walk through everything now, and it's a bad habit because when I have on dress shoes, I shouldn't be walking in some of these things.
Okay, let's start back.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. This is Joan with the Joan Jerkovich Show. We're here talking to Clinton Von Clarkson, and he's
Hello.
part of our series called Local Flavor. We've had a pretty flavorful conversation, haven't we?
Yes,
a lot
we
of fun. We finished up with before our break. I almost don't know if this one's over, but we got talking about the reality show. We're reality show
Junkies.
groupies, junkies,
Addicts.
addicts. And Clinton was talking about how, we're talking about style and how the new, what is it that everybody has to have a gay guy friend now? I have a gay guy friend.
What?
And my girlfriends couldn't wait to meet him.
That's so funny.
John,
my friend,
JT, my friend that I did the movie with, the producer, director.
Okay.
Did you happen to see him
I don't
in
think I
town?
did.
Yeah. And my girlfriends could not wait to see him. We had him come to our daughter's wedding, and like, oh, we gotta meet him. And he's a very nice-looking, tall, good-looking, of course, very talented, amazing intellect. And, so, what is that, though? My girlfriend's went
It's
nuts.
weird that it's like a thing, but I think it's just
Yeah.
like a way, I would assume it's just a way for like girls to be around a guy without any
Yeah.
pressure. And then when somebody's like, blah, 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 I see you hang out with him, and they're like,
Yeah.
he's gay, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah. I mean,
I think
it's not like they're accessories.
and that's what it almost
But they're
it's
almost
turning
getting
into.
what they
Yeah, it's
know.
like Paris Hilton in that
I know.
Chihuahua. Like it's every
Okay.
girl needs her gay.
Okay, so we got to go to this. Kim Kardashian,
What about?
she'd be one of them. And did you see the segment where she had this guy go shopping with her? And we've talked about the metrosexuals
Yes.
and how there aren't too many here in Salina. But she
Yeah.
took this good-looking guy shopping with her, and he's very metrosexual. She had him, in the store, helping pick out stuff, and then she
Even
went,
had him in the dressing room.
took him in the dressing room, and he's like, okay, I can go for this. And so then she takes him out to a gay bar and tries to hook him up with a friend of hers,
Yes.
a gay friend of hers, and he is like, I am so offended. Did you see that?
That was
Did you
that was
see that?
awkward, but that's kind of what she gets for assuming. It's like
I
you should never.
know.
I'm like, especially she
Yeah.
lives in LA
Yeah.
and New York. Like,
Yeah.
come on now, guys
Yeah.
aren't the same. It'd be different if you ran
Okay.
into that guy
Right,
here because you
right.
could only were used and were kind of trained and things like that. But
Yeah.
you live in bigger cities, you travel. You
Yeah,
should know
yeah.
better than just assume.
So you think she should have asked the guy?
Definitely.
So it's no big deal.
Or
for
some
whether
way
you're straight
you
or gay, it's no big deal. to
slide
ask.
that in.
No
like,
big deal to
just
ask.
be like, so your girlfriend. Or,
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know what I
I would
mean? Like, just let her be
definitely
like,
do
oh, you're not dating anyone.
I'd be a little covert.
Yeah, a lot more covert.
And I could see, when you look back and think about the video of that, he was like, okay, you want me in the dressing room? And you could tell he was all excited.
Yeah, because I watched it the first time and
I
it was
know.
kind of like, oh, that I was like, well, you couldn't really tell, blah
Yeah,
blah. But then
yeah.
we went back and watched it, and he was like, oh, really?
Yeah,
You want me
yeah,
to unzip
okay.
that? Okay, and I was like,
What
yeah.
kind of undergarments are you
exactly.
wearing? I'll love to see those.
He was like, you look hot, and like the way he was just saying it was
Yeah.
not like, you're pretty. It was like,
Yeah.
how are you doing?
She should have cued on that. You know, of course, her sister was laughing all the way to the bank, like, huh, how could she not know? That's so silly. But let me ask you this, and you remember this story where Isaac Mizrahi, you probably say that better. Remember when he was on the red carpet and he was one of the announcers or the interviewers, and he touched Scarlett Johansson? Oh, you have to know about that.
No.
I saw that live. Well,
see, and I saw like snippets of him on the red carpet. He gets really excited and kind of like it's just like going 24/7.
Yeah,
I saw him when Eva Longoria was on the red carpet, and he asked her if she was like wearing any underwear.
That was the same one.
Yeah, and I was like, he must have been really feeling himself that day. He was like,
he was.
I just ask anything. Dude.
But he touched Scarlett in a private place. Well, her breast. He touched her in a fairly private place, and I think he got fired for that. Because seriously, I mean, here I am. You know, I went to New York with my friend JT. There's no way we were going to camp out together. So what? He's a gay man, and I'm married. You know, so what? And he's actually a friend of my husband's. You know, we weren't going to camp out together in the same room. We're the same age. You know, he's still a man. I'm sorry. You're not going to touch me like that. You know, I don't care gay or not or whatever. So you agree? Or are you okay with that?
Well, no, because I think it's depending on who the person is. Because you can't really just like, I have friends that we just act silly,
you do that
just
with
do
your
stupid
girlfriends.
stuff. Yeah, but that's also them. Like, there are friends, like clearly there are people you can't just like, who knows how well he knows Scarlett, but I'm not thinking he was clearly not on a level that he should have been at.
Yeah.
What was that, the Oscars? Or
yeah, one of those.
Yes,
I think it
and
was.
that was like a really legit
big deal.
MTV Awards, maybe a little bit different, but not at that certain ceremony, no.
So you don't think you should have done that?
No.
So what's the worst? What's the most? Were you real handsy with your friends? Or what?
We're
you got some
silly.
good girlfriends.
Yeah, we're it's kind of unnatural, the things that we do.
Unnatural?
Like
or
yeah.
Natural?
Well, I guess it'd be really natural. I guess you say we just like to get silly and again, freak flags, fly, hardcore. We don't really watch our conversations, but they're usually we try to be positive and supportive and just have fun and be as dork as you want to be because
that's good friends.
There's no point in being around people that you have to like kind of clam up and be like, I can completely unfilter and just act like a lunatic, and they do it too, and I love it.
It is so fun because I'm trying to get my one really, really good girlfriend to come on the show, and I talked to her today on the phone, and I said, I really want you to come on because we can talk about our Vegas experience.
Exactly, right?
She was like, oh my gosh, because it's kind of like one of those what goes in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
And we got some stories to tell. Yeah, we got some stories to tell.
She's like, no, I don't want Salina to know about that.
We just had totally too much fun. One thing I wanted to kind of bring up about style is, you know, I think that grooming is, do you get it? I mean, you don't get into that, but isn't that part of style?
Yeah, there's like there's an overall presence that you should sort of,
not
so it kind of all fits. Yeah, especially now because I work at Pinup's hair salon. I'm like the best
I knew you were
person.
at a salon.
Yeah.
So what do you do there?
Nothing. I just like run like all the social media and the desk stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. So when you call, you talk to me.
So it's okay for you to Twitter at work?
Actually, we have a work Twitter, which yes, I get to tweet from that one.
Yeah, because Clint's been Twittering. I don't think he's done since we've been
I try not to really bad because I'm like, I get yelled at by my friends. They're like, really, put your phone down. But now I'm getting them all on it, so it's getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it's kind of sick when we're on Facebook and Twitter and like texting.
So you have to keep that rolling.
Yeah.
But you love it. What a perfect job for
I
you.
do. Except when my phone broke, I was like kind of heartbroken for like a day. And then,
well, you're in withdrawals.
That's exactly what it is. It truly was.
It probably is.
It was. And then I got an iPad, and so now I'm addicted to that, so I'm on that all the time. It's